Hey guys, Nick here. Thanks for coming by. Today I'm going to do another addition to my liver-friendly, easy-to-make recipes. This time I'm going to do another dinner one. So guys, this one is one of my absolute favorites. I am a third Italian, so for all you Italians out there, this is an awesome dish. I enjoy making it because it's so easy. Carrie really likes it, and there's always enough for leftovers, which is why in my recipe here it's going to be enough for leftovers, and you can use it for the leftovers for some stuff that I'll have in future videos. So for right now, this recipe, again, it's made for two people. So if you're making it for one, just cut it in half. So what you're going to need are 2 whole chicken breasts, 4 servings of dried rigatoni pasta, portobello mushrooms. I like to do about 15 or 20 mushrooms just because I really like portobellos. 2 Roma tomatoes, onion powder, garlic powder, dried parsley, of course my olive oil, and no salt butter. Whenever I talk about butter, I'm always going to talk about the no salt butter. So again, cutting back on that sodium. So what you want to do with this is you want to take your 2 breasts of chicken and you want to what they call butterfly the breasts of chicken. So if you're looking at it fat ways, like this, turn it to the side and cut it through almost like a book page, and then fillet it out to where it looks like a butterfly. Then take it and cut straight down the middle of those breasts of chicken. Do that for each one. That way you'll have 4 good sized pieces. What you want to do is coat those up in olive oil, have your oven preset to 400 degrees, and then sprinkle the chicken with some of that onion powder and garlic powder as well. Stick that in the oven, set a 20-minute timer. While that is cooking, have yourself some boiling water going, and we're going to cook the rigatoni. Now, your recipes are going to tell you 10 to 12 minutes, blah, blah. Don't cook it that long. That's a classic mistake people make, is overcooking their pasta. Once the water is at boiling point, add the pasta in. 9 minutes at the most. 9 minutes at the most. So while your pasta is going, take your portobello mushrooms and start cutting up your portobellos. I like to cut them in about 4 slices per mushroom because I like a nice thick slice. Make sure they're washed really good, and then set those to the side. Now, the reason why I also said to cook your pasta a little bit less than what the box says is because we're also going to use that water that's boiling. Here's a trick to cook your portobello mushrooms. So once your pasta hits about the 6.5, 7-minute mark, take those portobello mushrooms that you had already made and drop those in the water and let the pasta finish cooking. That's going to cook for about another 2 minutes. So as soon as you hit that 9-minute threshold, take your pasta off, put it in the pasta strainer, strain all that liquid out, and then put it back in the bowl. Basically, my mind just typically went away. The pot pan. So once you've got that in, we're going to add your 3 tablespoons of butter. Now, when you put that in, add that in with the pasta, stir it up real good, and then cover it. Get you a stovetop lid, cover that up, because you don't want the steam to necessarily get out just yet. That's why we took it off a little bit less. You want the steam to kind of help cook that pasta just a little bit more, and it's going to finish those mushrooms off really nicely. So by about this time, that 20-minute timer should be going off. Your chicken is going to be done. Take that chicken out of the oven, and what you want to do is sprinkle parsley on top of your chicken. Take your chicken off, put it on a cutting board, and just kind of let that sit. Now, remember, when you're cooking your chicken, I think I forgot to say this in the beginning, on a flat sheet pan with parchment paper on top. Again, people have used wax paper in the past. Parchment paper works the best. You can use aluminum foil if you'd like. I just like the parchment paper because it comes off a whole lot easier. So once you've got that, the butter is nicely melted in the pasta noodles. Add a little bit of olive oil in with those noodles. Helps them from sticking together, and it gives it just that really good flavor that the noodles will have. So you've got your noodles done. You've got your chicken set aside. Take your 2 Roma tomatoes, wash them off real good, and dice them. And when I say dice them, in the little cubes, they look so, nice, ha ha ha. But I like to cut them up and I like to mix that in with the pasta. I don't want the tomatoes to actually get cooked with it because they can get soggy. I like a nice crisp tomato when I'm eating it with my rigatoni. So you don't have to add it into the hot. You can add them on top, but again, that just gives you a really, really, really nice touch and just kind of a top off for the entire meal. So again, that's really healthy. The whole thing takes about 5 minutes to prep it, 10 minutes to cook it. So you're looking at 30 minutes from start to table. And guys, it's a filling dish. You're getting a great source of protein. The pasta is always awesome. Now you might be wondering, what about these extra 2 pieces of chicken I cooked? And what if I have a little bit of extra rigatoni? No problem. What you can do is save that chicken, put that in a Tupperware or some kind of sealed container. Take that in the rigatoni, put it back in the fridge. You can heat that up again tomorrow if you'd like, or you could use that chicken for another healthy lunch that I'll give you a recipe for soon. It's really, really simple. That one, since you've already got the chicken, it's only 5 minutes. So guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm sorry I don't have the videos or the pictures and stuff coming up in my videos yet. I haven't gotten tech savvy enough to be able to really figure that out. But a lot of people have asked me about food items and food tips. And, if you're like me, I get tired. I do videos when I'm really feeling good. So these are easy things to do, even if you are just beat. And you can have extra, so you'll have some for the next day if you're just really not feeling into that. So guys, in the description below, as always, is my link to my Facebook group for liver disease and cirrhosis support. It says East Tennessee, but I've got people from all over the world that are a part of that group. Just click on the link, ask to join, accept the rules that are set, or basically be nice and be kind, and you're in. Always remember also to like and subscribe. And I love you guys. Thank you again for stopping by and hanging out with me. And I'll see you guys soon with some more recipes.